So recently I made a video about the creator of the Homunculus passing away. Of course, a tragic event, rest in peace. However, as many rest in peace comments I found, I seem to also find just as many conspiracy theories posted. This is All Things Creepy, let's begin. So apart from rest in peace, the next most common comment I got was the KGB or Russian government had something to do with his death, presumably using some kind of heart attack gun to simulate a cardiac arrest. Now, whilst this is a possibility, Carney was getting a bit old. He was in that stage where heart disease and heart attack becomes quite a large risk factor. So I have to disagree with the many people that say, oh, this was just too convenient. A lot of people also seem to be under the impression that he died immediately after creating the homunculus, when this simply is not true. The oldest homunculus videos that he created are several years old at this point, and they actually became viral several years ago as well. So if by some chance the homunculus videos are genuine, then I'm pretty sure the Russian government would have put a stop to it much earlier. There were also a lot of comments stating that perhaps the homunculus killed him. We did see it produce electrical shock, and naturally electrocution can stop the heart or cause a heart attack. Now, in order for this theory to be legitimate in any way, you would also have to believe that the homunculus experiments are 100% legitimate. I personally do not believe that. I think it was clever editing and some CGI perhaps here and there and practical effects. So for me, this theory doesn't really have much weight to it. However, it does bring me to the next theory, which I find the most interesting. So if Carney staged these elaborate videos, he's clearly very dedicated to his craft. Perhaps so much so that faking his own death wouldn't be out of the question. If the project is indeed fake, which I believe it most likely was, then Carney is extremely proud of it. And by faking his own death, there leaves room for ambiguity, as we had just found out that the homunculus was indeed electrical. It creates a strange narrative, and perhaps this is the best way for Carney to end the experiment without revealing anything. However, we do have this clip here, and sadly it does seem quite legitimate. The Russian TV that this clip is from clearly is well produced, and I'd imagine they'd research heavily, and most likely wouldn't declare anyone dead unless they had the appropriate paperwork to confirm it, which without some sort of government connection is pretty hard to plagiarize. There were a few comments saying that the guy in the video is actually this Russian actor, but as you can clearly see, these are not the same person. Here is a comparison of Carney's voice and the person in this video.
Такое уточнение. Астрология, она не предсказывает события как таковые.
To me, their voices are more or less identical. Now, of course, it could just be some guy with a very similar sounding voice, but once again, that would have to be quite an extreme coincidence. However, if that is the case and things have somehow gotten mixed up, the only way we'd be able to find out would be if Carney released another video and disproved all of this. And part of me really does hope that that is the case. But for now, rest in peace.